Hello. Welcome back. We are going to dive right in. If you're new here, this is part 4 of our car dealership MLO tutorial series. Last time we were here, I think we built the frames for this door, or the door and the windows. Today we are going to basically complete the MLO, hopefully. That is the goal. So I know you guys have been waiting quite a bit now, maybe 2 weeks almost now, maybe longer. I don't know, but I just want to say that I'm currently in the middle of teaching an MLO course. So that's why I'm recording the course also. So that's why these videos are a bit like spaced out, and I'm not uploading as often as I or you probably would like. It is not too late to register for the course. Some of you have asked for me to extend the deadline. I have extended the deadline, the early bird special pricing deadline, I guess you could say. It's no longer early bird. We're no longer in the early bird phase of the course, but I did extend the pricing for those who want to jump into the course at the early bird price, which is only $100. As a result of studying with me, you will be able to create multi-level big and small MLOs from scratch and with ease. I'm interested in working with those who want to finally create without getting frustrated along the way. Who do you know is ready to create flawless MLOs that elevate role play? It will elevate your role play to new heights. Okay, so I have extended the deadline for enrollment. You can enroll in the course at any time, but I've extended the deadline for the enrollment until November 13th. And then it will go to its listed price of $300. If you would like to register, join the Discord, open a ticket, and we will get you all set up. All right, so let us begin where we left off from our last video. I told you guys that I would go back and texture my window and door frames. I did that. So if you have not textured your door frames and your window frames, please make sure you do that. Today we are gonna there's a new Sierra song that came out like yesterday or today, and it's stuck in my head. We need to do like 1 or 2 things. So we did create these frames and stuff for the doors, but we didn't actually size them for a door or 2. So what we need to do is go in, make sure I post the link in the description. We need to get a door to size. We're not gonna create a custom door. We're just going to get a door from the game files and use it to size our actual door. We need about 2 doors. We need a working garage door. And we need just a front door, maybe something like this, and a back door. Look at this one. It's a working door. It says that it's a working door. I think I want to use this one. Let's look a little bit more. The website for this is forge.plebmasters.de, and you can just search. Make sure you have like it set to objects, and then search for a door. This sort of girl, can I get this song on my head? You do something like the gas, like the little gas station door. Maybe this one will work. I'm gonna do this one. Does it work? It says that it works. So I'm gonna copy the name. Then I'm gonna go to my RPF Explorer and I'm gonna paste it in the search. This is the Coldwalker RPF Explorer. And I'm gonna double click so I can view it. Yeah, that looks fine. I'm gonna right click to export XML. And then we're gonna find a place to put it. Around the world. This is for the girls. Use car dealer. XML files. And we're just gonna put the door in here. Then, I mean, I guess we could use the same door for the side door also. Yeah, we can do that. And then we need like a garage door. So let's get a garage door. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you should do it a garage. So if the car is on the inside, you can. This is what I think the first page had a garage door. This da 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 da. I'm just gonna pick one. I might do this one right here. Yeah, well, I'll just pick this one. Hopefully, is it this one? Which one was it? Does it work? It says that it's working, so we are going to give this one a go. Copy the name, and then I'm going to search for it in the RPF Explorer. Hopefully it's working right. So make sure you actually get the right file. You see it's prop underscore GAR underscore D00. I said 00 D door underscore 05. It should be this one. So let's do this. Hopefully everything works like it's supposed to. And you can hear the dog barking in the background. And we're going to export it to where we have our exports. All right. Well, once we export it, we don't have to worry about the materials and textures. All right. So we don't have to worry about the materials and textures. We're just going to use it as a reference to size each door. This is for the girl. We need to do our doors and windows, right? Yeah, that's correct. All right. We're gonna bring in our first door by pressing V, and then go to import Coldwalker XML. Before we do it, somebody in Discord told me I need to turn on my screencast keys, or they were suggesting this. I already had a screencast. I just be forgetting to turn it on since we haven't done anything. Not I'm turning it on now so I don't forget, because I did forget. But we're at the beginning, so everything should be fine. All right, so we're gonna press V, and then go to import Coldwalker XML, and then go to where you save your files. Let's get this one, import. So here it is. We're gonna move everything together by going over here to the outline and right clicking on the door, and then select hierarchy. And then we're also going to hide the collision, but make sure select hierarchy is. Make sure you select the hierarchy. So now turn snapping off. Press G and Y to move the door forward. I'm going to front orthographic view by clicking middle mouse button and rotating, then press Alt and it'll snap it. Let's just move it. So the door is pretty big, and we're just going to resize it so that it fits this door. G, X. I'm just going to try and position it in the middle, and G and Z. We're not going to resize the door. Do not resize the door. We are resizing this frame. That's all. All right. Now let's move it back so that it's actually in here. Here it is. Okay, now let's click on our building interior and go into edit mode. Basically, we're just going to turn on snapping, turn on face, so that we're snapping to your face, the faces. I'm going to hover over this face right here. We're going to press G and X, and there we go. I'm going to hover over this top face. Sorry, I'm looking around my microphone and hopefully you guys can hear me. Sorry. And then I'm going to hover over this face, press G and Z, and then get this face and hover over this one and press G and X. So that frame is set. Save. Now we are going to go back into object mode, go back and select the hierarchy of your door so you can move everything with it. And turn off snapping, and then G and X, and just move it. We're just gonna move it to this door. Rotate on the Z axis 90 degrees and press enter. Then G and Y, just move it, and Alt to snap it into the right orthographic view. And then we're just gonna move the door G and Y, like to try to center it. That seems to be good. And then let's move it back by pressing G and X, like right there. Here it is. Select the building, and let's do the same thing we did before. Turn on snapping. We're gonna select the side face, and then just hover over the face of the door, the side of the door, press G and Y, and then click to place. Let's get this top face. Hover over the top of the door, G and Z, click to place. Side of the door, then G and Y, and it should be good. Yep. So save. Now we need to bring in our garage door. Go back into object mode and press V, import CodeWalker XML. Import your garage door in. There it is. You can hide the other door we were using. We are going to hide the collision, which is the bound box, but we are going to select the hierarchy again, and then we'll just press G and Y to move it. Turn off snapping. G and Y to move it. Move the door. We're going to rotate the door 180 degrees. So press R, then Z, and then 180. That way it can be facing on outside. Don't matter. We're just using it to size the garage door. And press G and X to try and get it positioned. Here it is. Try to center it as much as possible. I mean, like that right there should be good. And then we're going to press G and Z to lower it, I guess. Try and line it up with the bottom of the building. So for this one, we might have to jump back and forth a little bit to get it lined up properly. So we might have to move a few things for this, actually. What we can do before we move the door back into the wall, we're going to select this face. Instead of turning on face to where we're snapping to face, we're going to snap to the edge. Turn on the magnet tool or snapping. Hover over the top of this, and we're going to snap it up. Press G, and then you're going to do Z, and that'll move that up. Okay. We're going to do the side. We're going to choose both faces instead of just one. I'm going to hover over this edge right here. Press G and X. That way when we move it, we have to move this portion of it too. Look at the other side. I'm gonna snap it to this outer edge. Press G and X. All right. The bottom, the ground level, I think it should be fine. The last thing that we need to do is get this turn on edge select, and we're going to basically select this edge or these edges. I try to move the edges together as much as possible. Can't always get them. It doesn't particularly matter, but if you had to edit and do more loop cuts and all of that, it's good if you can get the whole edge as much as possible. Do that. The whole edge loop is what I'm trying to say. See clearly now. All right. And we're basically gonna snap this edge. I guess here to the top of this. I'm gonna press G and Z, and that should have moved it up. Now we gotta do the sides. These sides. So if you press Alt, we don't want to select the loop of it, so press Shift and then just select this whole edge, and then we'll snap it here by pressing G and X. Now we need to get this other side. See clearly now. Another surrender. Right here, press G and X. Now go back into object mode, go to your garage door. Now in the outliner, select hierarchy, and we can move the door in just to be sure. Turn off snapping and Y, and then you can move your door in, and it should, wait, not quite. Let's see, G, Y. So we need to adjust it a little. We need to adjust on the right side. So select your building, turn on face select, another surrender. Select the edges of your frame, and we will snap it. Let's just grab it. Press G and X and move it without snapping. Sometimes it won't snap as accurate as we want it to. Is there anything that we are missing? I think that was the only part of it that was off. Now let's go back to the outliner and select the hierarchy of the door, and let's try moving it in now. G and Y. I think maybe the top. Another surrender. See clearly now. No, I think that's good. If we experience any issues, then, you know, we'll fix it. Save. Now. Another surrender. All right. Now, I think I want to move forward. You can hide the garage door. I'm going to move forward. I was going to go on and create windows and everything, but it's pretty, like, I did it in the last series. So if you need to know how to create windows, it's just basically you create a plane and you add a glass ENV texture to it, and you can get a glass texture from the actual game files. All right, so we have that saved. There's like a little bit of clipping of the frame and the door. You can adjust that if it shows up like that in game. You just bring the frame face more in so that it isn't clipping like that, or either bring it in or bring the wall in or bring the frame out, whichever one works best for you. All right, so now we are going to set the origin point. I think we already did this, right? We are going to set it probably to volume. Yeah. Set your origin. You're going to do origin to center of mass volume. Check our phases one more time. I believe we checked them last time, but let's just be certain. Blue, it should be blue on the inside. Everything that you want to see in game should be blue. I'm not sure what this is. What is it? Not sure what that is. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. If it causes a problem in game, what is that? Hold on. It's like that's the face because I moved everything. Is that the only side? Is it just right here? Go into edge mode. It's because I moved the whole edge loop around. So it's like, wow. I was supposed to select everything. It's all right. I'm not going to go back and move it all of them down. I am going to move this one down though by pressing G and Z just to move it out of the way. Another surrender. All right. So, but everything else should be fine. Even though it was like showing red, anything that's red isn't going to show in the game. But the face that needs to show is blue, and it should show like it should show like it's supposed to show in game. All right, now that we set our origin, we're going to go up here to object. I don't know if we did this in the last video. Let me see. If we did, it's okay. If we did not do it. All right, so come up here to not yet. We need to move this to the center of the world. After you set your origin point, we are going to press Shift and S, and then go up to where it says selection to cursor and select that, and it'll pull the origin point of your building to the center of the world. Save, and then all right, okay, so that brought your origin point to the center of the world. Okay, so now what we are going to do is go up here to object, and we need to apply all transforms. Click that, right? And then you bring out this. If you press N to bring out this menu, you'll see that the location was set to 0, the rotation set to 0, and the scale was set to 1. Save. You need to do that. Always do that before you create your drawable and your collision. And make sure you check your faces, your face orientation before you create your collision. Now that we've done that, we're going to convert this to a drawable by not pressing V. Press N to bring out this menu right here, and then go to Solomon's Tools. Then go to Drawables, create drawable objects. Make sure center to selected is on. And then convert to drawable, and you will see that your hierarchy has changed slightly. All right. Now that we've done that, we are going to make the collision. Save, and then make the collision. Basically, how you make the collision, you're going to press Shift and D to duplicate your interior, then right click to drop it back in place. And with the collision, the duplicate still selected, you're going to press Alt and P, and then you're going to go down to clear and keep transformation, and it'll bring your collision or the duplicate, it'll unparent it from where it was. At first it was inside of here, so Alt P basically brought it outside to where it's its own object. And we are going to rename it to _COL. use underscore car underscore interior underscore COL. Save. We need to remove the materials. So let's just of our collision. You hide your collision, the materials are still on the interior, but we need to remove them from the collision. We haven't even converted this to a collision yet, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to save it though. Then go press N to bring out the Solomon's tool. Then go down to collisions, create bounds. Make sure bound geometry VVH is selected. Make sure apply default flag is selected, and center to selected is selected. with your collision selected, you're going to select convert to composite, and you will see that the hierarchy for your collision has changed. Now it says all of this. We're going to make sure we select here where it says polymesh, click on that. Then we are going to create a collision material. I'm just going to choose concrete, create collision material, and it's set to concrete. And that is our collision. Save it. Now we can create our archetype, which this is what is going to, our Y type. This whole process that we're about to do is what's going to make this drawable mesh into our MLO. So under archetype definitions, under Y types, click the plus sign, rename it to, I'm gonna name it to whatever you want. Another surrender. Okay, within this drop down, go back up to the top of the collision drop down and select collision. Change base to MLO, and then auto create from selected. Then you can hide your collision for a second. Bring down the drop down for your interior. Select the top of your interior hierarchy. Change MLO back to base, and then choose auto create from selected. And then make sure you are saving as we go. Another surrender. Next, we need to go up here. Right now on the interior selected, make sure you select the collision right here under archetypes and go to rooms, and we need to create our rooms. In this build, we have 2 rooms. It will be the inside and the outside. So we need to create 2 rooms. Limbo is the outside world, and then we can rename the second one to room 1, main room, or main room. Save as you go, and make sure you change the floor ID for room 1. You go down and you change it to 1. Limbo should always be 0. Save everything. Now what we need to do is hide the interior again and unhide the collision. If it was hot, if yours was still hidden, unhide the collision, and then go down to the material of the collision, and down here in the material properties side under Solemns, where it says room ID, set the to room ID 1. Save. Now we are going to make our portal, so click on portals. And we are going to go into edit mode, then go into change it to from edge or face to vertex, so that you are selecting the vertices. And we need to create our portals. This is looking like we are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 portals. So we create portals from 4 vertices. And I'll start with this front door, then and then I'll go from side to side or whatever. When you create your portal, you select 4 vertices to create it. I'm gonna create one portal for this whole portion right here. For the top window and the door, it's going to be all one portal. When you create your portal, you want to select the innermost points. Make sure you're on the outside of where you want your portal to, how do I say it? We want our portal to go from room 1 to limbo, so you want to be in limbo to create it. So right here, you're going to change where it says none, you're going to change it to room 1, and you want it to go from room 1 to limbo. And then you're going to select create from avert. So this is our portal. And the arrow should be facing out. All right. So I'm just going to create a portal for the windows, and then I'm gonna go and do the doors. So each window for me, I am going to do 2 separate portals for each side. 3 and 4. Then go on the outside. And it's still going from room 1 to limbo. Hopefully this doesn't act any weird or anything like that. Create room 1. Yep, like that. And let's do over here on this side. Create from vertices. And now I'm gonna get the doors and this little window over here. I forgot that little window was there. So we might have 8, I think, 8 portals. Create from vertices. Should be going out. Yep. And last but not least, the back door. See clearly now. I think I'm selecting the right. What time is it? There we go. Trying to make sure I select the right points. Okay, so this one. Okay, so it's like it's either selecting the wall or selecting the frame. Whatever the case may be. I'm not sure if it matters if all of them are selected. So we're just gonna do it like this. From that one object or mesh portion. Create from vertices. Alright, that should work. We're gonna save it. We're almost finished. I'm going to, now that I've created the portals, unhide my interior shell. Where is it? Right here. Unhide it. Go to rooms. Select limbo. Then go to entities. Select the top portion of my interior, and you're going to add the object as an entity in limbo. That way when you are in the world, change this from room to limbo. When you are in your actual server, you can actually see it. If you don't do this, it won't show up in your server. All right, and that was the last thing. Which one? We changed that to limbo. Yep. Save. I just click S. Save. Go back into object mode. All our portals are created. Now what we need to do is basically just export everything. First, we're going to export our Y type. I don't think we've ever done this, so basically make sure your Y type is selected. Export Y type. And I'm gonna create a new folder and call it Blender exports, I guess. This is just for my own organization purposes. And then I'm gonna select the hierarchy for my interior. I'm gonna export my interior to the same folder. Blender exports, export. Use car collision, select the hierarchy of the collision, export it to Blender exports. And there you have it. Save. And next thing we're going to do is open up CodeWalker and place our interior in the world. And then test it out in our server. Alright, so now what we need to do is bring those files that we just exported into, bring them back into the RPF Explorer. See clearly now, another surrender. I'm just gonna create a new folder. Did not mean to name it like that. See clearly now, another surrender. Bring all of, I think I embedded my textures. Sometimes, or all the time, I forget to embed my textures. Yep. Oh my god. So, delete that one. I'm going to re-export the interior, but I need to, let me hide the collision. Another surrender. Texture. Okay, I need to embed all the textures. If we did not, go just click on every texture for you. Click on your interior, then go and click on each texture under the materials properties and embed them. And everything now should be good. Save. And we're going to select the hierarchy of the interior again, and then we are going to export another surrender. And get the YDR again, bring it into CodeWalker. And now we have materials. That's looking a little weird, but we're not even going to worry about it because it should not show. We're not even going to worry about it. So were some, oh yeah, those are the faces that we pull up by accident. But it's looking clean. All right, now we need to create a stream folder for this. I'm just gonna create a folder and call it used car. And then inside of this, we need to create a folder that's, and name it stream, not steam, stream. And we are going to get all of those. Why do I feel like we already got a stream folder? Do we not? Did we not ever test this in the server? All right, let's pull these 3 files and drop them into our stream folder. Outside of the stream folder, we need an FX manifest. So let me grab one. There's one. If you don't have it, just, you know, in the Discord on the resources, under the resources channel, you will find one there. Basically, what's in the FX manifest is this. Says the same thing every time unless the FX version changes. This is what it says every time. All right. Now what we are going to do, copy the address, and then we're gonna bring this into CodeWalker. We're gonna open up our stream folder in CodeWalker. So I feel like, no way, like we totally, did we never export the building? What is this? We never export this? So we just, I don't think we did. Let's export this. Hopefully everything is okay. Select hierarchy. Export co-walker. I can't believe we never even exported that. Then we're gonna have to go and resize this door then too. But let's just put it in the world right now. After exporting the exterior, then go back to your RPF Explorer and drag the export, what we just exported, this in here, and then take it into your stream folder. Also, can't believe that we never tested it. Copy this address, the stream folder address, and then in CodeWalker, if you press T, you go up here to folder, open folder. Then we're gonna paste the address of that stream folder. We're gonna open the stream folder in CodeWalker. Let me move this for a moment and go to this dealership. If you want, okay, there's some stuff that we did not get rid of, like this for instance, which is probably a part of, let me look at Blender. Yeah, it's a part of probably the building decals, which we didn't get rid of. If you want to remove that stuff, you can. I didn't, but you can. I don't believe this is a collision, so you still should be able to walk through just to test it out and stuff. See clearly now. All right, let's get this. So we opened up our stream folder in CodeWalker. Now we need to create a Y map, a new Y map. So come over here to where this little piece of paper is. Click the drop down and go to new Y map. You're gonna save your Y map, and I'm gonna call it use underscore car underscore interior. Now that we saved it, we're gonna close out of this window right here, and then open it again. And let's see, try to position yourself. I guess you can try to like position yourself inside, because this is where the map is gonna spawn. What you need to do is get the name of your collision file, copy that name, and then go to your Y map, click on your Y map and that we just created and saved, then go up here to the top where it says Y map, click it, and then add new entity. And you're gonna paste that name that we copied, the collision file name. You're gonna paste it here, and it should spawn it. Let me move this. And now we need to basically reposition our interior. So if you come up here and select this mouse tool and then the move tool, I think we just need to move it forward. See clearly now. You want to line up your portals and doors. You might have to rotate some stuff, maybe not. This looks like it needs to be rotated a little. I'm gonna go to rotate right here, and then I'm gonna turn off the increment snapping. Cause ain't nobody got time for that. And then just try and position it as best as you can, like maybe right there. Again, I didn't delete a lot of different things. See clearly now. So don't worry about, again, we didn't resize the exterior doorway, which we will have to do, which you will need to do, or else it won't look right. Then get that off right there. So you will have to position it all to fit. I guess this is something that we did not delete. It's probably, let me look at in Blender real quick. Oh, it is still there. Just something like to think about. Like those are, you might want to edit the exterior more. You just go into edit mode and delete the things that you don't want to have there. We go back into Cold Walker. I'm gonna leave everything like this. There were back windows. I didn't realize it. I didn't even realize I even cut those out. OMG, there were back windows. So if you want those back windows, you would have to create portals for those as well, or just one portal for both of them. But we're gonna leave it here. Let me just check the collision to make sure it is in the right place. Come over here to these two arrows, click them, bring this out a little bit, go over to selection. We're gonna change the mode to collision. And we haven't edited the collisions either. Oh my gosh, we definitely did not. Okay, well, we won't edit them in this video. We can, if anything, you can teleport inside just to see your interior. Go back to entity. So there are a couple things we got to do. Actually, we got to edit the collisions, and we got to remove, how much time we got? We got to remove, we have to remove the occlusions. We can remove the occlusions now. So if you come over here to mode, let's save the Y map first. Save your Y map. Click on your Y map and then just click save. Right here, over here where it says mode, go down to occlusion. Yeah, we need to remove the blue boxes. So you can click on one of the blue boxes. It might be one big box. Is it? It is. Perfect. When you click on it, this window will populate where it says basically just delete box. And then it'll add an occlusion Y map. Save that Y map to your stream folder. And that should be fine. That should be all of them. I don't see any more. It might be some under the map, but it shouldn't bother us any. Perfect. That was fast. The only thing we would have to do is go back in Blender and edit the collision. I'll show you guys how to do that next, so you can actually walk through the door. With the Y map and the two Y maps saved, go up here to tools. Well, let's just make sure we save them. Make sure you save them. Then go up here to tools, manifest generator, generate manifest, save manifest. And we're going to save this in the same folder, in our stream folder. You can rename it, or you can leave it as it is. I'm just going to leave it as it is. With that saved, we're going to add, with everything saved, we're going to add our MLO folder to our server resources. So this right here, this folder right here, we're going to add to our resources so that we can test out in the game. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to load into my server and show you. All right, so we are here, and we can see our interior. I don't think we can walk through, so because of the collision, yeah, but we can see our interior. I'm gonna fly inside in a second. Yeah, I'm going in through the portal. You can see the little textures glitching up there though, so you would want to fix that if you don't want it to be glitching. Yeah, this is it. In our next video, we are going to add our doors. I'll fix some things. I'll fix those, maybe fix the glitching textures if I have time. Fix the glitching textures. We'll add the doors, move these props so that the door can actually open and close, and I will edit the exterior buildings to fit the actual door frame, the new door frames that we created. Remove the decals so that we can I run out of any of these doors? Remove the decals so that it's not like weird or whatever, like this stuff on the outside. Maybe remove the great deals and stuff, maybe, or move them up. I don't know. It's not that serious. You can edit that stuff to your liking, to fit your needs, and so on and so forth. Remember, I am doing a full course that goes into more detail. Not only how to make MLOs, do custom doors, lighting, show you how I got my textures, where you can get more high quality textures. In this course, I am still accepting the early bird pricing, and with this early bird pricing, I am also accepting the 7 private lessons with this one. After the price goes to its normal price of $300, I'm not going to be accepting one-on-one the 7 private lessons in this. I'll say it, the 7 private lessons will not be included in this course. It will only be the recorded version of the course. But I might do some separate one-on-one sessions for those who might be interested. If you don't want the course and just want to go straight to private lessons, you can also open a ticket and let me know. What else? Right now the course is only $100. It will be $300 after November the 13th, so that you have time now if you want to sign up. After November 13th, the course is going up to $300. So if you wanted to register but didn't have enough time to get your priorities in order, you have a little bit more time to do that. All right. Is there anything else? There's going to be a video that goes up where I'm going to show you guys a custom house that I made. It'll probably go up tomorrow or Wednesday, so be on the lookout for that. And then later this week, hopefully, I'm going to try to get the next video tutorial out where we do the doors and everything. All right, I hope you stay blessed, be blessed, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time.